this one, we're actually creating the circle graph. We know if we're going to like stand forward and spin all the way around, we have spun 360 degrees in a circle. So this one, when we do our part to total, we're looking at, we'll still have our percents out of a total of 100%. Well, 100% is 360 degrees. So on the left side, we're not looking at a number of people, we're looking at how many degrees is that going to be. So we need to figure out how many degrees, is each of these options. So the first one, I'm going to go in the order that they have, is 8%. So 8% out of a total of 100%. We want to know how many degrees is that out of a total of 360 degrees. So we're still cross multiplying. 100 times x is 100x. 360 times 8, plug that in my calculator, 2,880, and divide by 100. We should get 28.8 degrees. I'm going to round that up to 29 degrees. So this is where it's tricky. We need to draw our line from 0. First, we had nothing. Now we have the number of people that had 0 siblings. Oopsies. The number of people that had no siblings, none, was 29 degrees. So we're going to draw our line to 29 degrees, barely to 30. Oops, where are we here? So from here to here, that is about 29 degrees, and you could label that with 29 degrees. Next, we want to figure out how many people had one sibling. How many degrees is that? 47%. That's almost half the circle. So let's solve the next one. 47% out of 100%. 100% is 360 degrees, so we need to figure out how many degrees is that going to be. So we're cross multiplying. 47 times 360, and 100 times x is 100x. So if we multiply those two numbers, we have 16920, and divide by 100. We should get 169.2, but we're not going to put the 0.2. It's about 169 degrees. Well, we already have gone to 29 degrees, so we need to add 29 to figure out this next section. So if I add the 29 degrees on here to figure out where my next line goes, so 169 plus 29 is 198. So we're making our next mark at 198 degrees, which is really close to 200. So I'm going to draw my line from the middle to 198. So this section was 169 degrees from here to here. If we took 198 minus 29, it would give us 169. Okay? So then we have to go on to the next one. How many people had 2 siblings? Well, 35% did. So what's 35%? So we're going to find 35% out of 100%. Well, again, we still have a full circle, 360 degrees. We want to figure out how many degrees is this next section. So cross multiply. 100 times x is 100x. 360 times 35 gives me 12,600. I know I'm going a little bit quick, but we should know how to cross multiply. And we should get 126 degrees. But we're already at 198. So we have to add 126 plus 198. Plus 198 is 324. So total we should be at 324 degrees, Well, here's 320. 324 is like right there. So draw our next line. So that section was 126 degrees from here to here. Now this last section, oops, I'm going to fill that in, 126 degrees, was 10%. So we know this last section is 10%. We just don't know how many degrees that is. However, you could just subtract 360 minus 324 to figure out that, but we rounded some of our decimals, so it might not be exact. So I am actually going to solve it. 10% out of 100%, 360, cross multiply, 360 times 10, and divide by 100. It should give us 36 degrees. So this section should be 36 degrees, and it makes sense. It's a little bit bigger than this one, which was 29. If we add 324 plus 36, we get 360, the full circle. So we added 324, 24, which is where we left off at, plus the 36 degrees gave us the full circle. We made it all the way around our circle. All four pieces added up nicely to 360 degrees. There is one question like this on your homework. Like I said, it was a little bit challenging, so take your time and ask questions. It's like this right here on number 4.